In this video, I'm going to talk a little bit about probably one of the most important science engineering practices that I think good teaching encompasses and make sure the teacher's mindful of incorporating it, and that's the development and use of models. I've tried more than ever this year, especially with the NGSS implementation of the standards of using models. Using models in my particular case is extremely important due to the fact that of the high EL population where I currently work at. I work in an urban school um, in East Los Angeles, where most of my students struggle with just getting a good grasp of what the content is. In this particular case, there's a lot of new vocabulary word that is being thrown at them. When you're talking about the circulatory system, most of my kids are just trying to master the English language. So you can definitely see how then learning a new language, which is the science vocabulary, can be quite difficult. This particular lesson, being able to use a model of the blood, in particular the components of blood, was great. As you can see here, students were using everyday things like red beans to represent red blood cells. So you have split green peas to represent platelets. Students were able to visually see the representation and proportion of red to peas and to white blood cells. And I was kind of amazed that the white blood cells, there was uh, so in comparison to the remaining, it's not a lot. Even though they play such a vital role in our immune system, they are not that many actually. One of the good things that this model allowed is also to show that blood is not liquid, for example, like water, but it's made up of a solid component and a liquid component. This would have been quite difficult for students to really grasp on, if not for this particular model that we used. So here you have students using pretty much water and egg yolk to represent. The egg yolk was great because they was able to represent minerals. Students were able to understand the minerals due to the salt that was also added in the mixture. So minerals, protein coming from the egg. So students were definitely were able to understand and grasp the components of that, of the liquid and the solid. Here you see students mixing the liquid with the solid still right there to be able to see. And finally, you can see the amazing, look at this particular student and being able to see that you have a solid component of blood and a liquid. This was a great lesson, great use of models to be able to develop a conceptual understanding of science, rigorous content.